Alright, trading recap for the 16th of September. I really don't want to be sitting in front of a camera more than I have to today because I just don't want to be. Alright, first trade, Lucid, was, I guess, a half-hour day. 2,700 shares. Traded Lucid. I don't know why. Yeah, it had some sort of catalyst. 20% short float, so it was kind of deemed to pop. Had decent pre-market action above this consolidation here at 2030, 2060. Levels kind of going up. No extreme volume nodes up here to hold it back. I was actually looking for this to be a runner up to 22 or 2250, but because there were these moving averages up here, but no go. So traded this thing on a 1 minute 3-bar play over here. So 1 minute thrust consolidation, and I took it. I wanted to be long right here, just like at 2105, and I got slipped partial at 1R. Partial here when it rejected, came back down, and then it popped back up. And then I looked over here at the ATR, and it had done most of it within, 6 minutes? 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, move's done, it's rejecting. Got out. I was up 1.5R at that point, and I should have just left it. I was actually going to leave it and just be one and done and walk away, but I'm like, who walks away 5 minutes after the open? That's what I should have done. So here we go again. RSI, next one, did have a catalyst. Didn't have that great pre-market trading at all. It was pretty sad volume. It was very staccato looking, looked kind of like block trades, which I noted. There was a big volume node up here at 1830. Oh look, it eventually did go and hit that, eh? Yeah, look at this. So, yeah, like, yeah, this is such a dumb stock. They screwed with this one good and proper, you could tell. So honestly, I did not see this. If I would have seen it, this is what I would have traded. This was the trade. 1 minute right here, 3-bar play, boom. You would have probably, I just actually want to game this out real quick. Stop loss somewhere here, probably with slippage, get in about here, 1R, 2R. That was the trade. Anyway, I'm going to delete this. So I got in here, complete FOMO, complete. I wanted it to be like a 1 minute something. I was trying to get in here, and my hotkey, I just don't know how it happens, but it did nothing. And I got in here. And I left it because, probably because of greed, but I left it because it had that curl, it held the VWAPs here, and when I got in here, it had set its wicks, and it just looked primed for 19. It really did. I was fairly cognizant of the fact that you had two big prior red candles, but this to me was its first attempt to go, fail, second attempt, and they were holding it back at 18 right here. So I was actually right here looking to break above 18. They were holding it down, so I knew once they let it go here, it would go. And somehow I missed that, which is a shame. Had to stop out. My stop out, this is the stop out for the second trade, or third, I guess, technically. This was literally, it stopped me out to the penny. Like, this was my stop loss right here, and then it went. So 1R stop here. Yeah, this one was like 0.6R stop. Then I got in again. I'm like, man, like this time it like bounced off this trend line, fake broke down, like it's gonna go. Like there's a very high chance. Like I'm not gonna take 2 hits on it and then it rips on me. And it was just grindy. It would go, come back, go some more, go back. Like it was heinous. Like it was such a fight. Like even though that there were some shares here, guys that got, but they had already been taken out. I was looking for this level, and it just like it tried and came back down, and I was like, this is so dumb. And then finally when I saw it hit the level, and it was kind of trending on this, here it was trending on the 9, I just set it under the 20 and said forget it. I'm fine with the way I handled this trade. I'm not fine with this. I am also not fine with this chasing. I don't know what the heck. My order should have been at like 18. If it busts 18, it should have just been sitting there. That's frustrating, considering that at that point I was green. I should have only really been taking really good trades. Lucid, RSI, Clove, and that's it. So at least I'm down. I'm not trading everything under the sun. So Clove, I think, was just a Wall Street Bets trade. Didn't really have anything on it. This one was like pure speculation on it. I was looking for this like volume node up here, the $9 range. You can see over here, it did have pre-market vol on some sort of catalyst. I forgot what it was, but it did have something. Right here it is, vaccinations in home or some nonsense. So I didn't see it until way late on the after hours, like after the open scanner. But I just thought with the relative volume that it was primed to go. It could have gone. It should have gone. So usually you have like the long trap right after, and then here was like the retest long trap in here. I thought, okay, like now it tried to break below. It tried to go, wouldn't go. I thought this was it. It was kind of to be like like here you can see. Like at first we held this moving average and pre-market high really well, then we broke past it, and then we held whatever level this was pretty well, something from yesterday. And then pre-market high acted as resistance again, but I had stop down here. I stopped half of it when it wasn't going. I had got in early. I did mean to get in above 850, but this was an early play, so if it rejected 850, so that's why I got out some here, and honestly I should have gotten rid of the rest right here. But I got in early for a reason, and it was a 2-minute 3-bar play. Yeah, like thrust candle, and it was to be above here, and I know you're like, well, you didn't wait for it to break, but it was that early move. And it was when it didn't break here and got rejected. I had the 2-minute up that I knew it was done. And then you had the infinite dump after that, dumperino. Oh yeah, perfect. Down to $8. So yeah, this was a total gap and crap on what probably will end up being like nothing news. This thing was trading like a small cap. Apparently the float is all wrong. It's not actually 30 million float because it's a SPAC or some nonsense that has lockup. Lucid, I traded FSR. FSR I wanted to trade south. I did, but it was only on a downgrade, and I thought that downgrade is going to be a scammy downgrade, and they would suck in shorts because this was all support right here at 31 or 13. So it was like this will. Like it just didn't have that look, and there was no entry criteria, nothing, and I was like, it's showing too much green. There's no way I'm getting in this thing short, which I'm happy with. You know, I could have FOMO'd into it and made some sort of excuse to get in. RSI I got into. OPAD, what did that thing do? Yeah, another lockup SPAC, I believe. Like here's the ATR of this thing. It doubled it today. I did think that it was going to be a ripper. It took a long time for it to do its stuff though. Clove we talked about, Palantir, OCGN, didn't trade, didn't want to trade, Tilray was on the scanner afterwards. Anyways, so I made money. I downed my risk after yesterday's disaster. I don't think I'm ready for it. I think I got it all. Friday I'm gonna do one trade. If it's green, I'll go again. If not, I will hit sim. And yeah, my Fridays looking at TraderView were pretty nasty. So I think there's something up with Friday, knowing that it's the end of the week. Gotta make something happen. be a bit to recover the loss from yesterday, but I also reduced risk, so it's kind of baked into the cake at this point. I know it's coming, so I'm fine with it. Is what it is. On to another day.